are ways to share it. Like, why couldn't you just make videos saying, people don't know why I wrote this song. People ask me why I wrote this song. It was because of this, and that. Why you need to bash other people? Do you know who David Kushner is? Me neither. But apparently, we should know who he is. Okay, so I'm actually drawing, but if you didn't know, I'm an artist when I don't talk. And I have a new channel, you will find it link below. But today we're here to talk about David Kushner, that most of you probably won't know, but if I play a song, you will actually understand who he is. If you are on TikTok, Instagram, for sure you'll know. And I will play it, sped it up, because I don't want Mr. David Kushner to come and say, you are copyright striked. We are poor here. Okay, so I went on Twitter today and I just saw this. So there's this guy singing in a car, and the caption says, "Atheists sing this song every day, not knowing I wrote it about worshipping God." This guy is David Kushner, and his most popular song is "Daylight." From the daylight, okay, that one. If you're on TikTok, whatever, you know it. So I go on X and I see this post and I'm like, dude, what the most amazing comment that I saw is that someone says, does this guy know that this song was used to portray a yaoi relationship, which was like amazing. But I didn't stop there, obviously, otherwise I won't be here. I was like, is this guy rage baiting? Kinda. So I went on Reddit too, and on Reddit there's someone who's actually wondering the same thing, like, is this guy rage baiting us? Is this guy, what is wrong with this person? Because this song has been like out from, it has been a while, honestly, that this song is out. But people are, I'm sorry, I don't have my computer burned, so we need to go back to the classic method, showing the iPad or the phone. So yeah, so someone is asking the same questions, such as, is this guy kind of rage baiting? Also, this is from Instagram stories, but if you go on TikTok, there's actually plenty of posts regarding this situation, like him saying that he wrote this song about God, and people are singing this song and liking this song and placing this song in playlists, but they actually don't know which baby. Listen, my mother used to sing "Take Me to Church," and my mother used to be a pretty heavy homophobe person. Thank God things are changing now, you know. Explaining sometimes works, but she used to sing "Take Me to Church." She didn't even know what that song meant. So, baby, come on. let's don't go there. But lately all the posts are like, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. I went on TikTok because I had something. Lately there's this freaking trend, which honestly I can understand as a starving artist, you know, you want to promote your art, you want to try everything, you want to push all the limits. But in my opinion, these are all just opinions, speculations, allegations. Um, I think you should have a moral compass for what it's worth to push your boundaries for. I don't know. You let me know. You let me know in the comments. But this guy basically, also I don't know how old is he. Let's just check because he seems pretty young, honestly. He's 25. Pretty young adult. But yeah, I'm also on his Instagram right now. Yeah, basically he reposts all the TikToks plus pictures. We are going to see the stories in a second, but yeah. So basically, the bottom line of this is that he's posting this, in my opinion, rage baiting thing. Also because I loved his song, honestly. But you know what I don't like and what I don't love at all is when people come out making fun of the attention that you gave them. And with attention, I mean in the social media, you know, time that we're living. I'm talking about likes, watching time, because you know, even if it's just a TikTok of 5 seconds, it's still watching time. Likes, reposts, reblog, following. I don't follow this guy. I never followed this guy, but still, he has 5 millions on TikTok, which is cuckoo banana. But I don't like giving my time, my energy, and even just using a product, which in this case is music, of a person who does not think twice before going and bash people who were actually his fans, for, in my opinion, promoting new music. Because yes, this guy has new music out, which fair. Also, the song is not bad at all, in my opinion. It's called Electrified. And what I noticed going on his TikTok is that going back in time, there's a lot of I wrote this song for this, I wrote this song for that, but maybe it's the same song. Like he's saying, oh, I wrote X song based on how you feel when you are love bombed. And then based on how I feel about another thing, or based on what was that? It's everything. It's written in the caption. Oh yeah, I wrote this song based on an old manager that was worshipping me, whatever. Or there's a bunch of videos on Euphoria rejected this song, which is the electrified song, the new song. So he's saying, yeah, Euphoria didn't want my song and I'm releasing it anyway, whatever. There's like 1, 2, 3. I thought I saw more. For now, I see 3 TikToks talking about Euphoria. Then there's he making videos. Oh, people were wondering where was I, and I'm making a comeback. And then you are the daylight guy. And then I'm in New York and I wrote this song talking about how New York makes me feel. And listen, I don't care how people promote their art. I always, as an artist, I'm not a musician, but I am trying to promote my art. I'm trying to promote my Patreon. I'm trying to promote my shop. Making art in this day and age is really, really hard, because either you have a whole team behind you, like social media manager and whatever, production, I don't know, whatever you want to call that. And these people push you and they do the job for you. Or either if you're just one person sitting in a temporary studio, because your studio is actually hot as fuck, you need to realize it by yourself. I don't know this guy. I don't know if he has a PR team behind him telling him you should do that, you should do this, whatever. But fair, you are using kind of baits to let people use your music and listen to your music. You're talking about being love bombed. You're talking about euphoria. You're talking about things that are pretty relevant right now today. Also things that are pretty relevant, I'm pretty sure, for his audience, which from the songs that he makes are like, it's pretty young. With this, I don't want to say that there are not people listening his songs in like their 50s, their 60s. No, but I'm pretty sure like same kind of vibe of somber, let's say. Fair. You do you, whatever. But in the moment you go and use and I want to talk about number here because this is pretty important. I don't want to take anything from him. I don't know this guy. I never followed this guy, but all the posts that he makes, the TikTok, promoting his music, the top he has is like when he talks about Euphoria, 450,000 views. When he talks about the love bombing, 73,000. Talking about the new music, 700,000. It depends. This song was projected to me to be bigger than Daylight, but my label took down all my music on TikTok and I lost all the traction. So I'm pretty sure here there's the turning point of everything. And this post had 700,000 views. I don't know if this is true. I don't know, but maybe he saw that making an impact, he was able to have some traction to this music. So like he has 90,000, that's okay. That's pretty good. But maybe he wants to pop it. He wants to, make it through the next level. So at a certain point, he published this, which is, the caption says, most people don't know this, but I wrote Daylight about Romans 7, the war between the spirit and the flesh. And this is the video.
Well,
With the bubble. Okay, you understood the gist. Then he went on and published 3 more videos about this. And I want to make it clear that this, the first video that he made about the Roman 7, whatever, had 3.3 million views. 3.3. The second one that he made about this same pattern, but this time calling out atheists. Atheists sing this song every day not knowing I wrote it about worshipping God. 5.4 million views. Third video about this, POV, you're an atheist and just found out what you've been singing for 3, which I'm an atheist. I was a Catholic. I grew up in the church. I was a volunteer for the church. I'm baptized. Do you say that in English? I'm not sure. But I took off the baptism from me. I'm baptized. Can you say that? I don't know. Myself. So I define myself as an atheist, but I'm pretty spiritual. I believe in many, many things. We're not here to talk about that, but still, I believe in respecting people, to be a fair person, to be a decent human being. So it's not that because you make songs about, dude, sometimes I wake up in the morning singing like chorus and songs that I used to sing because I was in the church chorus. And sometimes I wake up singing those songs because I grew up on those songs. Is that bad? So if an atheist sing your song and does actually like your song, even if they may understand that it's about God, it's about whatever, what's your problem? You're making money anyway, so That's good for you, no? Right? No, it's a perfect place to call out atheists and make them feel dumb, question mark. I don't feel dumb, but still. So the third post he made about this had 1.1 million views. The last one has 250,000 views, but I'm not sure when he posted this. Oh, 5 hours ago. So there's time. There's the time for the algorithm. And they all have the same thing. Like there's always him with this caption on top and the Bible. So this is one. Oh, this time he doesn't have the Bible. Okay. Okay, this is the one that I saw on the X, on the Twitter. So 720,000 likes, 30 and this is the point. First comment here by Pretzel. I love you, Pretzel. I love that name. It's like, why Christians are so obsessed with atheists? And fair, honestly, like what did we do? Another person says, I used your song for a gay ship edit once. What you will do about that? I'm a Christian and this song just made me become an atheist. Thought it was about being homosexual. So sometimes people are amazing. So yeah, this guy, I'm pretty sure at this point he's trying to bring more people to his music, in my opinion, in the wrong way. Like, you don't try to build a community, a following, bashing other group of people, group of religious people. In my opinion, I don't think that's fair. I'm pretty sure it's fair to let other people know your beliefs, because there are maybe radical people who don't want to stand on your side because of your beliefs. But I don't understand why the bashing at this point. So, and he has new music out, so maybe he's trying to have some traction. Also, it's the second time I say orso. Orso means bear in Italian, but I want to say also. Also, I am kind of over. Let me know what you think about this, but I'm kind of over on the people trying to use like the Nicki Minaj overall, or I don't know, people using the right wing to their advantage, quote unquote, question mark. I don't know, because I don't know what I saw from the using the right wing situation and beliefs, and like baiting the right wings people to your side in order to make them buy your music, buy your products, can lead you to success. But in the moment that bubble pops, you don't have an unfollowing. You have people raging against you. Like this comment about atheists, they're chill as fuck, honestly. They're like, okay, so what do for what I witnessed, when the right wing turns against you because maybe you come out and let other people understand that you were just kind of using that way, which morally, I don't know, but the people with that kind of beliefs, they don't just unfollow you, they turn on you pretty heavily. So I don't know if he's kind of testing the water to push his music, but in an unconventional way, or if he's just actually coming out with his beliefs. Because there were a lot of people also on Reddit saying, was this guy already like openly a Christian? Which I scrolled a lot on his TikTok. Never mention of this, which fair. I'm not saying with this, oh, you need to be open. Whatever your religious beliefs are, you need to be open and spread it. Do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But in this case, there were actually people asking themselves, is this guy like using the religious beliefs for clout? Is he actually coming out? People were like asking a lot of questions. On Instagram, the comments are like people are saying the obsession with Atheist is kind of weird. Bro is obsessed with Atheist because it's like the 4th video that he makes. And at this point, I really don't know. You know what I like? When I follow someone and this person likes something, so I can unfollow them. I just did it. Because I think that there are some things that are not... there are ways to share it. Like, why couldn't you just make videos saying, people don't know why I wrote this song. People ask me why I wrote this song. It was because of this and that. Why you need to bash other people? I don't understand. Okay, so let's go and look at his Instagram stories. Oh, first thing. This all cap. By the way, this seems kind of AI-ish. By the explaining the Bible. This song is about... this song is actually about worshiping God. And then he reposts the video. So, yeah. You let me know if 2 million on Instagram. You let me know if you know this person, if you follow this person, this artist. Another thing that I forgot to mention that right now editing the video came up into my mind is like, why people, like in this case, Christian people, religious people, never question someone who just pops up and declares themselves as a Christian. I don't know if this is his case. Maybe he just wanted to come out. But why they accept people... like maybe they are actually trying to grift over religion, or to obtain something over religion. Why they never question the nature of someone else's actions? This is beyond me, honestly. This is really beyond me. But maybe they're okay with that. As much as you say that you are a Christian, they are okay with that. I don't know. You let me know your take on this. Also, I want to check on this song is actually about worshiping God. What are the comments? Okay, this post says, David Kushner's Daylight is written as a raw, vulnerable prayer to God that explores the biblical tension between human sin and divine righteousness. Drawing having inspiration from his Christian faith and scriptural themes like Romans 7, Kushner explicitly addresses the track to God as a cry for mercy while grappling with destructive temptations. In the lyrics, he acknowledges his weakness, sings about getting down on his knees and begs, Lord, I try to follow your light, directly submitting to God's authority while pleading not to be abandoned to his own darkness. Jesus Christ. And then there's a beautiful AI picture of God, Jesus. Okay. I don't know. Honestly, I'm like, not because I'm an ex-Christian, not because of that, I'm like, my grandmother is a very heavy Christian. Not because she's my grandma. I honestly don't care. Like, tolerance, I think it's the key of everything. Obviously, I'm also pretty strong believer of human rights. I cannot pass on people going against basic human rights, not even basic, like decent human rights, for anyone at this point, because life is already sucks. So I don't understand the usage people do, mostly artists, because you already know that art is subjective. You already know that to have your following, sorry, to have a following of people liking your art is already something pretty amazing, because they can like someone else's art, but they like your art. So I honestly am always, always, always baffled in a way that I cannot describe with words when people do like my art. So you already know that these people can go and follow, or can go also in the modern day, they can just crawl away from you and never see you again. So I don't understand why, sir, just went like, I don't understand why using this to, again, there are ways that you can say things. Are you trying to make people feel bad because you wrote a song about God and your relationship with God? There are a lot of songs about God, also in the 80s, a lot of groups that we used to listen, like our parents, or we still like. There are lots of, maybe there are also a lot of popular music like right now that are actually written for God and relationship with God, and we don't know. But is that necessary? Is that really necessary to hate on people? Also, besides the hate on people and drag down atheists in this case, probably I just realized that now that they came out as a Christian. Again, we don't know if it's true, if it's not true. I won't speculate on that. But probably they come out with this because they know that the majority of Christians go and follow and support artists that are openly Christians, not because they really like it, but just because they align on their say exact belief. Maybe they will like more the music of another person, but because that person, that artist, is atheist, they will never support them. Which fair, you support whatever person you want to support, but this is also why people call in like the right wing, grift and stuff like that. So maybe it's because of that, but I really don't understand this new route that a lot of people, a lot of artists are going down to. It's really, 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 really weird. I don't think so, Mr. David, please. So yeah, let me know if you knew it about this. Let me know if you have more infos. If you follow this guy maybe for a longer time than me, maybe you also saw some other posts about Christianity or being a Christian. I don't know. It seems like that everything exploded in the last week ish. Because his first post was about God, was, yeah, 4 days ago. So 4 days ago, he said, you know what, dog. And last comment, I will leave you. I genuinely, and this person is called Cookie, but with the emoji of cookie. I generally can count how many lesbians edit I have saved with this song. Honestly, at this point, just fight these people with love. Like, it's the only good weapon that we can use. So let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you followed this person. Let me know if you will keep listening to his song. I honestly listen to these songs only on TikTok, when I open TikTok, which is almost never. So I don't count on that. But yeah, let me know. Thank you so much for all the new people. Thank you so much for everyone who joined. And we will see each other really, 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 really soon. Bye.
Okay, if you're not an atheist, just keep scrolling. I'll wait. Alright, are they gone? Alright, atheist, listen up. So apparently some of you think I'm trying to convert you because you listen to my song Daylight. I promise you, you're allowed to listen to my music. I'm not checking your religious affiliation at the Spotify door. The whole thing is just funny to me because I wrote Daylight about my faith, specifically Romans chapter 7 in the Bible, and then millions of people who don't believe what I believe still connected to it in a very special way. And I think that's really cool. And that was my whole point. I didn't mean to trigger people, and you don't have to believe in God to relate to fighting with the darker parts of yourself. And I think that that's kind of the whole point with art. So no, listening to Daylight does not automatically make you a Christian. But if you accidentally start believing in God, that's between you and him, and I have nothing to do with it. So I love you guys. I'm glad you still enjoy my music. And checkmate atheist. I'm just kidding. I love you. Have a good day.